Hey everybody, Maria here. I hope you're doing great today. So I have something just a tiny bit different today. This is actually washi tape, and so I thought it would be fun to try to make it into rosettes and well, you could make it swag, but you know, just ruffled trim. So I thought I'd make a couple with you guys today and show you what I use. So this is fabric washi, and this is traditional washi. All right, and it's sewn, so let me just move those out of the way for a minute. So I just picked a couple of different ones so that you guys could see. So with the fabric washi, what I did is I just took a strip of however long you think you want it. You don't need it to be too long because the length depends on how wide the washi is and how roughly you want it to be. So I'm gonna do that. This one is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7. And you're gonna need some kind of powder or cornstarch or something. This is just a little, you know, the kind you used to use for stamping and embossing. So take that off so you can see that's the fabric type. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab this. I keep it in the bag because it's so messy. Okay. Okay, you wanna be pretty generous because you're gonna be taking out as much of the sticky as you can. And you know, like, it's just like fabric then, but it just, you know, you might have some washis that you wanna use in a different way. Okay, let's see how that is. Okay, that's pretty good. Where is my rag? There it is. All right. So then you just need your needle and thread. You could do whatever color you want. Thread. I'm gonna keep that over here for now. And then for me, when I do it, I like to go in, you can put a knot, but my knots, they're so small, and I don't like to make them 7,000 times, so I just go in. Okay, hang on. That does have a little knot there. Okay, hang on. But it didn't stay, and see, they never stay. But so what I do is I get it to a point, then I go in again, and then I go through the loop there. Okay, it did pull through, and then I do it again. Okay. And then I'm gonna do it one more time because the first one didn't take very good. All right. Okay, so that's stuck. So then you're just gonna do a nice little running stitch. So you still got a little bit of tackiness there. And it sticks, but let's see if I can. Okay. You just got to be careful. I should probably work with a thread that's just a little bit less long, but here we are. Okay. So if you're going to do a ruffle, you just go down the middle. Okay. There we go. So you just want to gently pull it. Make sure you have a nice, good, strong thread. Okay, and then I like to put it so that the back, so the front ends are facing each other. So I'm looking at the back. Okay, and you want to make sure it's kind of snug. You don't want your flower to be too loose, at least I don't. Then I'm going to go from the back middle here, go through it gently, there we go. And I'm just going to go through it all the way to the top, and I thread it through and loop it as I go. Okay. And I don't get frustrated if I get messes like that. It's a knot. I'm not going to stress about it, and I'm going to go ahead and just trim it off after. Okay, and then I'm going to trim this, and I'm going to go ahead and trim this up. And it'll be stuck on something, so you know, you won't see all that. Okay, and then let me just, that. And you could put something in the middle, cute little bling. Okay, so there's that. And then for the traditional washi, okay, this one is backed with like the cicada wing paper, the light tissue paper, and this one is backed with the light copy paper. So I'm gonna do the cicada wing paper again. So I'm just gonna grab that. Okay, and I'm just gonna put that on there. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut it. No, actually, I'm just gonna tear it off for this part. And if you want to leave some of it showing, you can, because that could look cute too. This stuff tears real nice. Okay. So then I'm gonna make this one a, ruffle. So we're just pulling that to the middle. You know, actually I'm gonna fold that over a little bit, strengthen it here. There we go. So I didn't do that right. Let me start over, sorry. I always get two left hands, if you know what I mean, when I get on camera. Okay, that's better. One more time. So some people might care about seeing the stitches or the thread. I don't. I think it adds to it. We're just going to go straight up the middle. Now you're not going to get as much flexibility with this because it's not fabric of any kind. It's tape and paper. So it's going to crunch up a little. Okay. Just going to keep going. This is pretty washi tape. I haven't used this in a long time. Nope. More toward the middle. It might tear a little bit. You could also use the powder on the back and just do it without a backer. I found it worked much better with a backer. I did try that, but I liked it better with a backer. If you want it to be super, you know, pretty stiff, you use the copy paper. You see, talking and working is not my forte, but I have fun. Okay. And again, I'm not a perfectionist, so you're gonna see flaws, but fun. Okay, so let's gently pull. Gently pull. Want that one to go down if I can. Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna do that again. This one I'm not pulling tight, so I can spread it out how I want. My needle is getting sticky now, so I'll just clean it off with some rubbing alcohol. Oh, crumb. Oh, see, I took off the end. So that happens. It's not the end of the world. Let's see here. How can we fix this? Let's get this out of there if we can. There we go. That's okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so then you've got that cute little ruffle, and that's a longer ruffle. Okay, you just squish it and lay it down how you want to. Did I not cut it right? There we go. And then when you lay it down, it'll have more, you know, purchase to it. Got that guy, got that guy, got that guy, and then these two cuties. So anyways, that was just something a tiny bit different that I thought I'd share with you guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.